So, welcome to another YouTube video with me, Joe. I'm an English teacher, and today I'm going to tell you why the British complain so much. Have you noticed it? Why do we complain? What is it about? Have you even spotted it? And even Brits that say they don't complain are victims of it as well. I don't know if it's the same in your country, but in England, we tend to complain quite a lot, and it can be quite useful. It can almost be a form of bonding. That's why in small talk, the default can be the weather. It's always bad in the UK, and so we can go to it and we both complain, and it's a form of emotional bonding, not bondage. We typically like to complain about the small things, the weather, the trains, the potholes, the queues, the prices of things, the foreigners. No, not the foreigners. We don't complain about the foreigners at all. Work, even work. But a no is often nothing serious unless it's with friends. If it's with people you don't know very well or colleagues, it's going to be mild, potentially humorous, and just social. It's about bonding. So if you feel Brits are quite cold, it's a good point to touch on when you talk to them. So like I said, it can be about the weather, delays, potholes, the queues, the prices of things, and small daily inconveniences. But these things are typically subtle. We're not going to dramatize these issues, so they can be a bit played down. So we might say such phrases as, "Oh, typical, eh?" Or, "Oh, yeah, classic." Or even something like, "You couldn't make it up." Like, "The train's delayed again." Typical. Or, "They cancelled the train 5 minutes before it left. You couldn't make it up." "The parking here is a bit of a pain." "The heating stopped working this morning." Not ideal, really. "The internet's gone down." What a nightmare. But what does it do for us? What does complaining do for us? It creates, like I said, this shared connection. We're both in the same situation together. We're both waiting for the train. The train's being cancelled, and we're both wallowing in the misery of having to sort out this problem. The weather, the long queue. These painful moments can all be excellent times to start a mini conversation with someone, because complaining together is a great way of acknowledging that you're in the same situation. An excellent tactic if you don't know what to do next. Imagine you hop on the train breaks down, you're in the middle of nowhere and you don't know what to do next. You're one station away from your destination. What do you do next? Do you get a taxi on your own? Expensive. Complain to someone nearby. And it's a great way of starting the conversation and potentially solving it with somebody else, especially if you have no idea what to do next. An excellent indirect way of figuring things out together. But be careful, tone is important. How should you say it? You want it to be understated, not dramatic. You're not going to be like, "Oh, mamma mia, the train's delayed again." No. You're not going to be like, "Oh my God, Jesus, the train's delayed again. What do I do now?" We understate it. "Ah, what a nightmare. The train's delayed again." It's indirect and potentially slightly humorous. It's not, "This is the end of the world." It's, "This is not ideal, is it?" Which could mean you're very annoyed about the situation, or you're minorly bothered by it. Either way, it's a bit of an issue. We are very confusing people. You might be here watching this video, you've been living in the UK for ages, and you're like, "English people are so negative. English people complain all the time." But it's not necessarily serious. For us, it can just be light, a minor issue, a way of making the situation a bit more fun, a bit more humorous. Like we say, laughter is the best medicine. And it's something that's temporary. Like I said, it's a way of us connecting. It can be a way of us sharing a moment together, not in a romantic way. Connecting on a social level instead of actually expressing serious anger. It's our easy way to talk to someone. And you'll easily get a Brit nibbling on the bait. You can be like, "Oh, this is far from ideal." And then you'll just hear someone say, "Tell me about it, mate." It can feel somewhat heartwarming. So when we complain, it's not always something terrible, especially with strangers. That would be awfully imposing. So when Brits complain, it's usually nothing serious, usually nothing too personal. It's typically not something terrible that you need to run away from, except with close friends. But it's more a way of acknowledging a minor inconvenience, a minor bother that you might live through. And sometimes a way of starting a conversation just to be social. But Joe, you say it can be humorous. How do I make it funny, perhaps? The way you make it kind of funny is to exaggerate. So remember, it's a minor inconvenience, but you might hear someone say words like absolute. It's an absolute nightmare. Minor inconvenience, so I had to queue up at the post office for 10 minutes this morning. What an absolute nightmare. Or things like total. Oh, I've run out of milk. I can't have milky tea today. What a total disaster. Or something like, the shop's closed. Well, that's ruined my day. Or something sarcastic like, brilliant. The meeting's been moved to 7 a.m. Brilliant. Or fantastic. Of all the days to leave my umbrella at home, it's when it starts raining. Fantastic. So that's the conclusion of another YouTube video from yours dearest, Joe, the English teacher. If you like the video, like it. If you want to say something, comment. If you want to subscribe, subscribe. And see you in the next one.